Friends, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'll put my usual video on the screen showing you how to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on my almost daily uploads. If you're new around here, I upload about 4 to 5 times a week on this channel. What else do I need to tell you quickly? If you're new, I've been a part-time reseller for 10 years on eBay and 3 years everywhere else. When I say everywhere else, I mean Amazon, Poshmark, ThreadUp, The Real, pretty sure that's it. And we're going to talk about my first liquidation pallet. So I went on my reselling Instagram and I sent a couple of you DMs that have been asking me about liquidation and about pallets, and I got a lot of great questions. So I'm just going to answer these for you. Hopefully they find you helpful. Listen, I'm a new mom and I feel like most of the time I'm just floating through the day in delirium. I hope you find these tips helpful. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I'm losing my mind, you guys. So this is my first liquidation pallet. I'm gonna be totally transparent with you. I like to share and film the good, the bad, and everything in between on this channel because as we all know, reselling is not all roses and making millions of dollars every month. So I just wanted to share like my process of getting my first pallet with you because this is how I found information on it just by watching YouTube. I think the #1 question people ask me is, where'd you get your pallet from? You guys. And I'm not trying to be like one of those YouTubers that's like, I can't put my secrets out there. It's not even that. It's just, you just have to learn how to do the research. It is as simple as doing liquidation pallet for sale and looking through those like top, I don't know, like 10 searches that come up. You want to vet the companies, you want to call them, you want to ask them their requirements, look up reviews on them. There are so many different companies and so many different ways to get liquidation pallets. A couple of my friends that only source via liquidation have had success doing it on Facebook Marketplace and finding pallets that are local to them. You can do a Google search and maybe use like a national company or a local company to you. It's very easy. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Nobody's gonna like lay it out for you, or maybe actually there was a YouTube video that did show like where he got his pallets. So maybe some people do lay it out for you. I'm just telling you it's very easy to find, okay? Like super easy. Google it, it will come up. Liquidation pallets near me, liquidation pallets for sale. Boom, easy, dang, done. What? Number 2 question, do you have to be like certified? And when people said that, I realized what they meant is like, do you have to be a registered reseller? Each state is different. In California, I live in the Los Angeles area. In California, and with the company that I used, I did have to register my reselling business. I had to get what is it called? Like a tax certificate or something? A lot of people call it a reseller certificate, but that's not, at least not in California, that's not what it's called. Basically, I had to register and get like a tax certificate here in California. And I'm pretty sure like a lot of the bigger companies that sell pallets, they're probably going to require that you have that document in order to purchase pallets from them. Honestly, you guys, like I said, this is my first time. Just to break it down for you in the most simplest of terms, I actually called it's not the tax board, but the people who issued me the document. I called them and had them explain to me what it is. And in the simplest of terms, here in California at least, what she told me is that the liquidation pallet company is requiring that because you're basically not paying tax on the pallet. So then when I sell the items from the pallet, I have to report what I sold and pay tax on it. I'm pretty sure. I could still even be describing that to you wrong, but that's the way it was described to me, and that's how it works in California. So I submit that document to the liquidation pallet company. They sell me the pallet, and then I report my I report what I sold to California. I do it online, and then I pay taxes on what I sold. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog losing his mind. I don't even know if you guys can hear that. He's 13, he has heart disease, he has cataracts, so he cannot see that well, and he's also losing his hearing. Poor thing. So he'll just like randomly start barking for no reason, and it freaks me out because I'm like, are you seeing things? What's happening? What's going on? I don't know. He just starts losing it. Like literally nothing's wrong with him. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but we're going to keep this show on the road. So all the pallets, I've actually ordered 3 pallets at this point, you guys, and none of them have arrived yet, but we'll get to that. All the pallets I've ordered from the companies I've ordered from, I did need to have that tax certificate document in order to be registered for them. And the third most common question I got was how much should I pay for my pallet? So my first pallet, which is set to arrive any day now, I paid close to $5,000. I'm just going to tell you that. Close to $5,000, and it has 308 items in it. So let's do the math. That ain't cheap, friends. That is not dollar day pricing inventory right there. Let's see. Calculator, because we know I'm not going to try to do that in my head and have you guys correct me and be like, Nikki, that's not right. So per item, I paid $16.23. That was a shocker to me. If you've watched my channel even for 5 minutes, you know that I get like 95% of my inventory for $2 or less. So this is a big change in my reselling business, and I'm really excited and a little scared to see how this is gonna go. $16.23 per item is a lot, you guys, for me. A lot of my friends that do liquidation selling, even to them, that was a lot. For the pallets that they get, sometimes they only pay like $5 to $7 per item. So this one, we're gonna unbox it. It does have a lot of higher end items in it. That's another question I got a lot. Did you get manifested or unmanifested? This was a completely manifested pallet. For my first couple of pallets, I need them manifested. I am not risk adverse, but when I am spending $5,000, I want to know what I'm getting. I think in the future, if pallet selling goes well, then I'll be more open to doing unmanifested. Manifested means they give you a list, in the simplest of terms, they give you a list of everything that's in the pallet. Unmanifested means you're taking a total risk. You don't have any clue usually what's in it. They may just tell you it's dresses, it's pants, it's from Nordstrom, it's from Bloomingdale's, it's from Barney's, and that's it. But you have no idea what exactly is in it. And they usually tell you like the amount. So even in unmanifested, they'll usually say you're getting 600 items, but you don't know exactly what you're getting. For this pallet that I paid $5,000 for, I know every single item, and they actually gave me a lot of stock photos too, which is really nice, so I can find details on the item. So that's how much I paid for my first pallet. That did include shipping, by the way. And shipping for pallets, you guys, can be very expensive. I had no idea until I placed this first order. My pallet is coming from California, to be specific, Cerritos, California, which is like I'm pretty sure, east of Los Angeles. It's literally like less than an hour and a half from where I'm located, and I still had to pay hundreds in shipping. They're very expensive because think about it, they're big pallets, and then I also had to get a lift gate, meaning it's gonna come on a big truck, and in order to bring that pallet down to the ground, to my garage, they're gonna have to use a lift gate to bring it down. So you have to pay an extra fee for that. And a lot of times they charge you extra to deliver to a residential area. So I had to pay like extra money to have it delivered to my apartment and to my like exact garage and bring it down to the ground. So shipping can be I don't even want to know what shipping would be if I'm like I don't know if I'm going to ship pallets from across the country. It's just too much in shipping. That pallet would have to have some damn good inventory for me to ship it from like Connecticut, Texas, I don't know, because shipping is expensive. Then that's just the nature of it. And then I have to say, like, if you are going to buy a pallet, you need to have that reserve cash to buy it. Like, I would hate for someone to, you know, buy a pallet for $5,000 and not be able to pay their bills or pay their rent and just hope that that pallet sells quickly. Like, this is money that I had from my business that I'm investing back into the business. I'm not hurting myself by buying this pallet, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want anyone to go into debt unless you want to. And like, because I've actually had friends that'll take loans out to buy like 5 pallets and then pay that loan off over time. You know, just do what's best for your business, but do not come into this thinking it's like thrifting and flipping those things. Like when I go to thrift on Dollar Day, I spend $100, I get 100 items, I flip them quickly. This is taking a lot longer. That's another question that I got a lot about questions about was shipping. So this first pallet that I just told you about, that's $5,000, I ordered it February 19th. I'm filming this March 2nd. I had to think about that. And I just got an email that it's going to be shipping next week. So I'm not even going to receive this pallet for 3 weeks, which again is like blowing my mind because it's literally an hour and a half away from me. Like, how long would it take if I shipped it from across the country? It's just different. It just depends on, you know, when they pick up the shipment. This is what the company told me. Where it's located, how fast the truck, like how many stops the truck has. Like some of my friends that order pallets from New York get the pallet within 2 weeks. Here I am, my pallet's an hour and a half away, and I'm not going to get it probably for 3.5, maybe 4 weeks. We will see. So I just wanted to answer those FAQs because we're going to be doing a lot of pallet videos on this channel. I hope you're happy about that, excited about it, because we're going to be doing it. We're going to be doing hauls. I want to do what sold videos. So first we'll do the haul videos. I'll show you everything that's in my pallets. Expect a lot because like I said, I have 3 coming. The one we're talking about right now is my first pallet. And we'll do hauls and then we'll do what sold videos. And I'll just tell you what the items are selling for. And we're just gonna, I'm pretty sure this is the way my business is going to go towards. I'm still gonna do thrifting and come thrift with me videos. But I think in order to get the amount of inventory I need to make the amount of profit I need to make, I've got to get a lot of inventory very quickly. And I need to get it listed very quickly. So this is a great way for me to do that, get the inventory delivered to my door. It is a lot of money out though, like a lot of money. I'm out $5,000 right now on this pallet, and it's gonna take a while before I get that money back and make some profit. That's just the nature of the beast, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. So I know I've been telling you guys that I've been ordering, or these pallet videos have been coming, but I just had a lot going on. You know, I had a baby at the end of the year. My original goal was to buy this pallet like in November, but then I ended up having the baby, and I just thought like I could do everything, and I cannot be a real estate agent, a reseller, do my healthcare job, and like some things have to give. So I put off the pallet until now, but now I'm ready to kick some pallet butt. So hopefully you are excited about these videos. Subscribe. Hopefully my Bootylicious shirt did not bother you. I didn't realize like how see-through this was. I don't know what I was thinking. I showed this shirt to you guys in my recent, I'm pretty sure, Come Thrift With Me /thrift haul. This is a rag and bone top, and girl, like this is like all the way see-through. It's almost a little bit too much with my nursing boobs. That sounds weird, but what I mean is because I'm breastfeeding, my breasts are ginormous. This has been TMI. I need to go. It's time for me to take a nap. You can check out my other videos right here.